Alright, welcome to the first video of our training session, and I'm going to start with Google Drive. Google Drive encompasses docs, sheets, slides, all the different little apps, and I've found Google Drive to be probably the most useful tool in teaching I've had since I started, because it automatically backs up and saves all of your work, and you can share documents with students, students can share with you, staff can share. You know, we've been using it a lot, and I'm not sure the extent that you guys utilize Google Drive, but I'm going to show you what I've done with it, and maybe you'll find something useful from here. So first of all, you've got a view of my drive. It's very full. We have unlimited storage, so that's a good thing. I've used 51 gigabytes so far, so that's a lot of documents. But if you look in here, I've got, on the left side, I've got everything organized by school year. I've even started this school year, haven't added much to it. So we're going to look back, and we're going to go back to 2015, 2016, last school year. And I'm going to click there, and I'm going to show you what I have in here. And I have Business Fundamentals, Computer Applications, Digital Photo 2, Digital Sign, Hall of Fame, Performance Task, and a lot of other folders. And each folder, contains the content. So just like you would organize your old computers, but Drive, you can kind of do it a little more simply. So I'm going to click on Digital Photography, and in here you will find all of the assignments, well, almost all the assignments I used last year. The benefit of that is this year I don't have to recreate the wheel. I don't have to go digging around. Couple clicks, and I've got assignments from last year all stored for me. And I can just edit them if I need to make changes for this year. Within this Digital Photo 1, you'll also see third period and sixth period. And what that is that's student folders of work. So if I click on third period, I have Kyle Matheson, Devin Ayala, Jules Gouillard. Each student has their own folder, and within that folder is the work that they shared with me this last school year. Click on that. There you go. This particular student has everything organized very well, which makes it very easy to grade and to go back and look. If a student says he turned it in, if he shared it with me, it's there. It doesn't just disappear unless he deletes it. So I can always double check. There's no lost paper, no lost assignments. It's very, very great for teaching. I'm going to go back to Digital Photo 1 again, and here I am. And I have each class I do what's called a notebook, and I found these notebooks, kind of stumbled upon them on the internet, and another teacher was utilizing them, and I've used them here and there. Still haven't fine-tuned it, but maybe you'll find something about the notebook that you can use in your classroom. So got to find where I put the notebook. Now one way you can find the notebook is by clicking Search Drive. If I click, might have called it the Digital Photographers Notebook, and you'll see all those pop up. And I want to do a straight search for the Digital Photographers Notebook. And if I search, all the results. Now you can see all these have last names. That's naming conventions, and luckily my students did a good job of it, so I find the one that says Oates, or the one that was the owner is me, and that's the one I created. So this Digital Photographer's Notebook has evolved over the last 2 years, and if you look at the view now, it doesn't look very clean. You see page breaks, see a table of contents, different things. But if I go to View, and I go to Print Layout, it's a lot cleaner. So here's the first page. It's the title page. Each student decorates their own. On the second page, we have a table of contents. And you'll see statement of purpose, my inspirations, photography notes, assignments, my photographs, how to critique a photo, reflections of a photographer. So each section, if I click on this, it will take me to that section. So each week in digital photography, I give the students a different theme, and they add 3 photos. And so 3 photos that I love, I chose 3 photos of the 49ers because I love the 49ers, so I put that in there. and I use this as an example for the students. I try to update throughout the year so students also have a point of reference. What was the theme that week? And I can then go to a student's notebook and see if they actually did that. So if I go to this student's notebook and I want to grade their notebook for the week, and you'll see this student has decorated their cover. So the cover of their notebook is created, and I go down their table of contents and I go, okay, let's see if they did their inspirations for this week. Now there's week 1 completed. Week 2, photos that show emotion, is completed. Week 3, 4, and so on. This student will get a great grade because it's nice and organized. Now you can utilize the notebook in any way you see fit. I haven't fine-tuned it. Like I said, it works well in some cases, not in others. Now, probably the best notebook that I have, I created for the baseball team, and I called it the Player Handbook. And it has really been a great tool for coaching and for the players. And it is a lot more extensive, so I'll just show you kind of what I did here. It's got a quote there, and then it's got the table of contents, and it's got every aspect of the game covered. And you can click on a section of the book and it'll take you there just like that. And the students can't edit that. So looks really, really clean. Students and players alike both seem to like it. So that's the benefit of a notebook. And you can use a notebook using Google Drive simply by clicking on, like creating a Google Doc, sharing it with your students, and setting it up exactly how you want to. I'm not going to go into how to do the links and everything, but if you're interested in the notebooks, we can definitely cover that. So now I'm going to go on to how to organize a drive. And what I'm going to do for you guys is actually organize my drive for the upcoming school year. So I've got 2016-17, and as you can see, I don't have much in here. Yearbook agreement, guiding principles of entrepreneurship, etc. Now you will see when you guys create your Google Classrooms, it'll automatically create a folder for you, and that could get a little confusing, but the good thing about that is student work that's completed is automatically added to that folder. Kind of got sidetracked there, but if you look at this, right here I've got 2016-17 and it's empty. What I want to do is add my classes to this folder. So what I'm going to do is click New, Folder, and my first folder will be Digital Photography. And I click Create, and there you have digital photography added there. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to click New Folder. I'm going to go Computer Programming and create that folder. Then we have Business Fundamentals. And then we're going to add Intro to Entrepreneurship. Now, I've got 4 of my classes sections created. Now, look at this work right here. Is there anything I can add that? Well, Guiding Principles of Entrepreneurship would fall under Entrepreneurship. So I click on that document, and I'm going to put that under Intro to Entrepreneurship. And now, it's located in that folder. So we're there now. So I go back to 2016-17. I've got Google Classroom, Google Drive, one-on-one computing survey. So all this goes under the professional development course. So I'll create a new folder. One-on-one computing PD. Create that. And now I can take these 3. If I want to select multiple, I hold Shift and click. All those are selected. Drag to the one-on-one computing. Now here I've got Yearbook Agreement and Yearbook Quote, Weed High School Ad. So, you need to create a yearbook folder. Again, Shift and click. Drag those documents. There we go. Alright, so I think I hope from that you can gather it's just New Folder. You can create one for each of your classes, and you'll be set for that. So, one of the great tools I found in Google Drive is the subplan. And the reason I think the subplans fit well with Google Drive is that you can you can use old assignments very easily, but also if you're at home and you're sick, you can just share them with the secretary, administrator, whoever needs it. So if I click on my subplan for 5/10/2016, it's got all my classes in here, and the document can always be edited and changed as needed for the specific day. So, and if you see here, let's click shared. I shared it with Tambi so that Tambi could print it and give it to my sub because I couldn't make it into school that day. So that's set up cleanly. Another great benefit of the Google Drive that I haven't really touched on yet is that when I go back to these old documents, go back to an old folder, my first class. If I look at this, we'll go to the Evaluating Yourself as a Leader assignment. I can look at this Google Doc right here, and I say, okay, I want to use it. If I see last edit was on October 24th, 2012. Now, you can always view or go to File and see revision history. And when you look at the revision history, it shows you the edits and who they were made by. So if a student tells you that they typed the document, you can look at the revision history. And obviously, if you think they were copying and pasting, if it says they started the paper at 4:24 p.m. and then it's completed at 4:45 and it's a 6-page paper, copying and pasting was probably a big part of that. Furthermore, you can click on the actual edits and it will highlight what was added and deleted. So you know exactly what was changed about the document. So revision history is a great tool as well. Another great tool, and we're going to create a new document for this one. We'll just put it under here. New document. And the document we're going to use tools, and we're going to use voice typing. Now, voice typing is a benefit for students who have bad handwriting, or you want them to type, but generally those students are a lot of them are probably pretty slow typers, so you use voice typing. And voice typing is exactly how it says. It types what you say. So let's see how this works. Got to click to speak, and as I'm giving you the video, I'm going to have to say something. So, got to allow the microphone. Hello. How is everybody doing today? And you can see that works as it continues to type. So again, voice typing is great, and it's not perfect because you do have to end sentence, period, space, enter. It'll just keep typing, but it does do the period for you guys. So that is another great tool. So this video is going about 14 minutes long, so I think that's long enough for our first video. Hopefully it gives you a little overview and not too long. So just take what you need from that, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me.